If you are having trouble focusing on a meeting, taking notes at the same time, losing part of the meeting or losing the eye contact with your participants, with your clients, with your customers, or with your team members, then we have the solution for you because Laxis is launching with PitchGround and it helps you in taking notes of the entire meeting and so much more. So let's dive in and take a look. So once logged in to Laxis, you will come to this dashboard overview. For you, of course, this will be blank, but you will come to a similar overview. This is the main dashboard. This is the home page. So basically the home tab which you press. And from here, you will have three different kinds of options. You can record a voice, and let's go with a template. A template has certain topics in mind. And once you trigger those topics, Laxis will segment the conversation, the transcription into these topics to make it a little bit more clear as to how the conversation, the recording, the voice recording is structured. So let's take a look and go with the quick note template. And you will see on the right hand side that we have topics, important, follow-up, and action. So let's see if we can trigger these topics and see if Laxis segments the transcription of my voice into these topics. So let's go with proceed. So as you can see now, Laxis is transcribing my voice recording directly onto the screen. And it is important to note that I just triggered a certain topic and I am hoping, and as you can see here, once I pause for a second or so, Laxis will begin a new paragraph. And this is also really easy when trying to replay the transcription. Basically, looking back at the transcription, it's more easier that way to take a look at the entire conversation that way. So the action would be that you need to make sure that the transcription is accurate, of course, but as you can see, I'm just rambling along to see if I can hit certain topics, like a follow-up topic that I can follow up with a certain individual and then see if I can get a reaction from the platform. Let's stop the recording, and it's now processing my recording. Go to the conversation list. You will see now that we have a title called Note. We can also play the voice recording itself. So if we take a look here, the transcription is directly related to the voice recording itself. You can change the template here as well, or you can also highlight certain sections. So for example, if I want to highlight this because it's important, right? There should be one kind of section here. Let's just grab this, and then you will see that this entire section has been segmented into the important section. If I say something like a certain action that was inside of this paragraph, I can just say follow-up. Or if I change my mind and I want to do the action instead of follow-up, because follow-up is in the next part, then you can go with the follow-up section. And this allows you to segment the conversation. And it's a little bit more easier to read as well, right? So if we go back, this is just one option. You can also upload your voice recording or your audio. What you can also do, you can also import a Zoom recording, which is really powerful, of course, because you can then start to transcribe your entire Zoom recording, your Zoom meeting, your team meeting, or your coaching call, or whatever it is that you like to. But as mentioned in the introduction, Laxis is a AI virtual assistant, a meeting assistant. And what does this mean? Well, if you go to Google Meet and you install the Google Chrome extension from Laxis itself, then you can auto-transcribe the Google Meet. So how does this work? If we go to Google Meet, we can go to a new meeting. We can go with start an instant meeting, and we are now inside the meeting itself. Let's just disable my camera. One is more than enough. And you will see that you will have an extension of Laxis on the right hand side. And expand Laxis, you will see that it is now capturing the Google Captions option inside of Google Meet. And this is really powerful because this means that you can transcribe your entire meeting directly towards Laxis. And you can download the conversation as well. You can turn off the captions if you do not need them anymore, but you can also download them. So if we press download, we can enter a file type, and inside the file type, we will have a doc file, Laxis Cloud itself, a PDF file, or a text file. We can also introduce timestamps and highlights. And you can also have the option to autosave to the Laxis Cloud. So even if you are wanting to download the file type PDF, for example, you will still get the transcription uploaded towards your Laxis Cloud account. So if we now go with download, it's now downloading. And if we take a look, you will see this is the entire transcription. If we go back to the meeting, we can just close the meeting. So let's close the meeting, end the call. And there we go. Once the meeting is closed, you go directly towards Laxis and you will see the entire transcription of that meeting directly. So Laxis redirects you back to your own dashboard where you can then take a look at the transcription. If we go on the left-hand side, go over to the Memo templates, you can create and manage your own templates. So as you can see, you can manage them. So if you press them, you can delete them, or you can give them a different name. And if you press them, you can also edit the topics that are inside. So for your team, for market purposes, product, transaction, competition, funding, and so forth and so forth. You can also create a new topic, and this will be added to the overview. So as you can see, Laxis is a really useful platform that allows you to focus more on your Google Meets, your meetings with your team, with your clients, with your customers, all in the meantime that Laxis is transcribing the entire meeting and taking the notes, highlighting certain sections depending on the template that you choose. And it is just a really useful tool to get you focused on the meeting itself without losing eye contact towards your team members or your clients. Besides the useful transcription of your Google Meet, you are also able to upload your own audio recordings and transcribe them. Think about podcasts, for example. If you want to create a podcast from a certain video, you can now do so really easily. Just upload the file and Laxis will transcribe the entire audio file for you. If you are recording videos, for example, and you want to have captions included, just upload the file towards Laxis and Laxis can transcribe your entire video, the audio at least, and then you will be able to add captions directly onto your video. So be sure to grab yourself a copy of Laxis today. The link will be on top and in the video description, because this is a tool that will allow you to save hours and hours on captions, translations, and will let you focus more on your meetings from now on. Have a great day. Take care. Talk soon.